everyone. Hi. I'm Mary Ho, and I love living in Hong Kong because I'm always surrounded by other hoes. Any hoes out there? No, huh? Yeah, I meet most of my other hoes in Wan Chai too. A lot of people in Hong Kong always assume that I'm a Chinese hoe, but I'm actually a Vietnamese hoe. And you're wondering what's the difference between a Chinese hoe and a Vietnamese hoe? Well, the answer is that most Vietnamese hoes, or many I should say, are manicurists, so they give better hand jobs. And I know you can't tell, but I'm actually the youngest of 12 children. And you know, they say that parents get tired after their first kid, but my parents were so tired by the time they got to me, I had to throw my own first birthday party and invite them. And by the time it was my second birthday party, they were already filling out college applications and posting signs for rent for my room. Sometimes people wonder why my parents have had so many kids, and it's a pretty simple answer. It's retirement planning. I mean, just to clarify, it's really simple concept. You know, you start with a really low investment in seeds, and then you diversify your portfolio with income earners. And swapping assets is not that difficult. You just alienate some of the low-yielding kids and make some new ones. If you're really risk-averse, you can just have extra for insurance. And that's how they ended up with 12. My parents also were refugees, and they escaped Vietnam on a refugee boat, and I have to hand it to them, though, because they always had their priorities straight. No matter what was happening, whatever was going on, they always made time for sex. And, you know, I was conceived on that refugee boat, and it still makes me seasick just to think about it. Like most Asian parents, my parents wanted me to be a doctor, but they thought, I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to become a corporate finance lawyer. The other thing in my family is that we never throw anything out because you can always pass it down to your younger siblings. Except I don't have any younger siblings, and I still don't throw anything out. The other day, I was looking through my drawers, and I found this box of condoms from 2003. And I thought, why should I throw these out? This can make sex with my husband way more exciting. It's like Russian roulette, you know, like 1 second it's, oh baby, the next second it's we're making a baby. And being a hoarder in Hong Kong is actually a huge problem, because where are you going to put the new stuff that you buy, right? So I thought I should really deal with this problem, so I went to group therapy to overcome my hoarding habits, but then I couldn't let go of my group. So I have so many shoes that I had to get a second apartment just to keep my husband. And, you know, sometimes people always feel that Hong Kong is such a safe city because you can walk around at night, and it's really not safe for women, because wherever you go, there's a high probability that you're going to run into Louis Vuitton or Prada. Hong Kong doesn't even have 4 seasons. It's just sale season and the rest of the year. One thing was that when I was single, I was always looking forward to meeting Mr. Right, and getting married. But now that I'm married, I look forward to my husband's next business trip. You know, but I am such a super lucky girl because he spoils me rotten. He's gone like every week. Yeah, I don't even know what we would do without Blackberries to keep the romance in our relationship going. The other day when I asked him, are we going to meet up for dinner, honey? He's like, didn't you just get the email I just sent? And when we go out to dinner, it's like we don't have to talk to each other or ask each other to pass the salt or anything, because we just SMS each other. And you know that, you know, when you have it's actually perfect because if you have arguments, you can tell because it's in all caps. And you can't use that old line of, I didn't say that, you said this. It's like, it's all written down. And when he wants to get really romantic with me, he just sends me a hatching egg on Facebook. But when he knows that I'm really pissed off at him because I can just unfriend him. But these days, my single girlfriends are always telling me it's really difficult to date these days, especially in Hong Kong. After the first date, the guys usually say they want to come on their face. Book page. And I've noticed that a lot of restaurants in Hong Kong have been renovating lately. And I couldn't understand why, and I asked a local friend, and they said, you know, restaurants always renovate to attract new clientele and wealthier clientele. So I thought, hey, maybe if I renovate my apartment, I can attract a wealthier husband. Well, the last thing I wanted to end with was that I'm really excited about the Beijing Olympics next week. I'm actually going. Anybody else going? No? Yay, me. But actually there's a new competition that everybody gets to participate in, which I'm really excited about. It's called squat toileting.
Oh.
You can score points in basically 3 categories. It's agility, right? Agility is how well you avoid splashing yourself. And then there's flexibility. I mean, can you reach and grab the toilet paper? And the last thing is that the last thing that you're scored on is balance.
Yeah.
If you slip, it's minus 10 points right away.